Ponzi schemer Bernard Madoff's longtime deputy confessed today that he knew what they were doing all along and had helped Madoff defraud investors out of billions. He told the judge there were others who knew as well and that he will name names. Frank DePascali pleaded guilty to conspiracy, securities fraud, and money laundering. Our chief investigative correspondent, Brian Ross, is here now. Brian?
Charlie DePascali was Madoff's right-hand man, and his guilty plea today to 10 counts means the FBI will finally have someone on the inside who provide the details that Madoff refused to divulge. For an investment firm that claims $65 billion in assets, Frank DePascali was always an unlikely choice as chief financial officer. He had no college and no previous financial experience. But what he admitted in court today that he did have was a criminal mind. In pleading guilty to the 10 felony counts, DePascali described his role in carrying out the Madoff Ponzi scheme for at least 2 decades. He said all the transactions he recorded were fake. Quote, "It was all fictitious. It was wrong, and I knew it was wrong at the time," unquote.
I believe that Frank knew as much as Bernie did. And then as time went on, I noticed that they spent more and more time together in the office. And Frank was always intertwined with Bernie. He would call me to check his calendars to see who was coming in.
DePascali was paid $3 million a year to help Madoff carry out the crime. He had a sprawling estate in suburban New Jersey, a huge yacht with a captain, all paid for by the company, and a corporate American Express Platinum card on which he charged thousands of dollars in personal items, including plane trips to the Bahamas for his son and his college friends.
Hello, sir.
As he lived the good life, DePascali admitted today it was his job to help Madoff outwit federal investigators and keep the scam running, destroying thousands of lives. He apologized to his victims and said his fault was following Madoff too loyally since 1975. As their new star witness, federal prosecutors had agreed to let DePascali post bail and stay home until his sentencing next year. But Judge Richard Sullivan rejected that, saying with DePascali facing 125 years in prison, he is too much of a flight risk, and he ordered U.S. Marshals to take him to jail immediately. And that's where he is tonight, Charlie.
All right, Brian Ross reporting. Thanks.